Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how MEPS was in my experience, and how basically just how the whole day went. And if you're nervous or you're about to go to MEPS right now, trying to know some tips or just trying to figure out what it's going to be like, I'll tell you how it is. So, the way I figured I was going to MEPS was it was Tuesday. My recruiter called me. He was like, "Hey man, you think you could get here around like 2 o'clock?" It was 12 o'clock at the time. And he was like, "You think you can get here at this time and get ready for MEPS?" And I was like, "Sure," because I've been delayed because had like some stuff that I had to do, that paperwork or whatever. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll go right now." Packed up like a little day bag, took off. Went to the recruiting office. Went to go talk to the commander there. He just told me a little brief of how I was gonna go and all that. I was like, okay, I'll be fine. I asked him. I was like, hey, like, what about speed? Because I had speeding tickets. That's the thing I was kind of waiting on a little bit. And he was like, you paid for them, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you'll be all right. He was like, you can get as many speeding tickets if you want. That's unlimited. Just as long as it doesn't turn into like a felony or anything like that, you'll be fine. I was like, all right, bet. And I was like, what about my dyslexia? And he was like, on paper here, it shows you got a 71 in the ASVAB. I don't think you're that dyslexic. And I was like, all right, that's all I needed to know. And then after that, went to go to the car. One of the recruiters drove me up there to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio. Mind you, I didn't have to go that far. It was like a 30-minute drive for me. And then after that, got there at the hotel, had my thing, had my key card, had to sign some stuff or whatever. And I had like little meetings, like there was like a meeting at like 5:30, like a little brief, and then at 6 o'clock, went to go eat like a little lunch. By the way, guys, I recommend, because we were able to leave. Other people say that they can't leave the hotel, but I was able to leave the hotel. We could walk to Walmart or Whataburger or Cracker Barrel. It was nearby, near my hotel. But yeah, I would recommend at least for my hotel, bro, that food was buns, dude. It was some dried up noodles and some dried up chicken, bro. I would rather went to Whataburger. But yeah, I will say one important thing to do the day you get to the hotel is make some friends. Get some battle buddies, man. It doesn't have to be your roommate that you're stuck with in the hotel. It could be anybody. Just start making friends, man. Start playing those card games, just make some connections, dude, because that'll really help you get through MEPS. Not that it's that grueling, it's just, it'll help make that day go by faster, because trust me, when I get into how long I was there, bro, oh my God. It's better than just sitting there for like 10 hours straight doing nothing, just make some friends. That'll help. So, yeah, had that meeting, whatever. They briefed us about how MEPS is going to go. Ate dinner. And then we were allowed to like 10 o'clock to just eat. Or not to eat, but to just chill out, talk to people, get to know each other. Or you could go into your room if you want, settle down early. I recommend you do get some sleep. Everybody says that, but I couldn't go to sleep that night. I really couldn't. I don't know if I was nervous or just a different atmosphere, but I really couldn't go to sleep. But yeah, ended up going to sleep like at 11 o'clock. We had to wake up at, I woke up at 11 just to like shave and all that, brush my teeth, and my roommate, just swap. Ended up getting down there like at 3:40. The meeting was at 4 o'clock. Bro, the meeting didn't start till like 4:15, dude. Some people were showing up late, but it didn't even matter because they didn't even start. But yeah, after that, we went on the bus. I was just talking to a couple people. Sat next to this one guy. Forgot his name, man. I think it was like a Phalion, something like that, man. But yeah, we were just talking the whole way there. He was actually shipping off that day. Figured out that people ship off when they go to MEPS. Luckily for me, I wasn't just yet. I was just there to do the physicals and all that, the medical stuff. But yeah, I ended up getting there first thing when we got off the bus, bro. Bro, they were already yelling. They were already like, did I tell you to pick up your bag? Did I tell you to put down? Did I say you go through your bag? What are you wearing? What are you like? Stuff like that. Like I was already like, I'm not even at boot camp yet. They're already yelling at me, bro. But, you know, I understand that, you know, later on that's what I'm going to be dealing with. But, you know, I just felt like, you know, it was a little too early for that. But no, they were just briefing us about how the day was going to go as well and like what orders to go exactly. But yeah, ended up going inside and going through the metal detector, patting us down and all that. And then went to the front desk of the hospital there. Ended up getting like some name tags that had like each station. Like we'll just mark off. You had to put it on your left side. Ended up just marking off like each station we went to. And the first station I went to was the eye station. It was like you put your head through like these little like binoculars, and it tests like your depth perception. Yeah, it was just testing your depth perception and like how far you could see. You know what I mean? Without these glasses, bro. Yeah, buddy. I went in there. I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're gonna have to change this. I can't see a thing. But and then she changed it. I was able to read the letters that were there, and then it tested how close you can see. I could see up close. You know, it was fine. But I didn't have to redo it because apparently, because of my glasses, it just corrects my vision. So I don't have to redo any of that. And then they also test your blood pressure. I recommend trying to like calm yourself down. If you are a little nervous, just like breathe in for 7 seconds, breathe out for 10 seconds, and breathe back in. Like try to hold your breath too. Like hold your breath for like 10 seconds and then exhale for like 5 seconds. You know, try to calm you down your blood a little bit. They take all that, and then they check like to see like what your vision is, I guess, like the what looks better, 1 2 1 2, stuff like that. Mark that down. Next thing what to do was those were like, I think it was like 2 stations or 3 stations in one little room. So like we were just cycling in that room, you know. And then we went to go to do our hearing, and the hearing wasn't that bad. They figured out I had a little bit of like, not like damage. They were able to tell, not that it was disqualifying, but like they could tell I listened to like loud music and all that. So the doctor just recommended that I just listen to like music not so loud and I'll be fine. And yeah, doing that, it was a little hard because you could hear other people like moving around and all that. Like you had to literally, like if you're wearing a jacket, like I would take it off just so you could listen, real close. We were there for like a little bit. It wasn't that bad. People say it's like boring and like you go to sleep, but it was quick. It was like 5 minutes tops. And then after that, that's when what do we do after that? That's when they briefed us of like where the girls go and where the guys go. They had to like separate us from there. You know, mind you, this was all like, I'd say like in 2 hours. All that I just mentioned was like in 2 hours. So you are going to be there for a while. That's why I recommend getting some battle buddies, man, because it made the time go by fast. But it was pretty funny though, because like I don't know if they're commanders, they're not drill sergeants, but like the soldier doctors that were there, they were like keeping us in check, like, oh, why y'all screaming too loud? Why y'all talking too loud? Be quiet, you know, and stuff like that. And then after they separated us from the guys and the girls, they said like if we even go to like the room 4 or 9 or whatever, that will be kicked off immediately because that's where the girls go. So like if the guys went in there, that's like you're done. Your military career is already done. So you know, just listen. You know, some guy was asking where to go, and some guys are leading him there just to like joke around. But like, bro, that's not to joke around with, bro. Like I had to tell him, I was like, no, bro, don't go in there. You're gonna get done, bro. You're gonna be cooked if you go in there, bro. Don't listen to him. Then after that, they start doing your blood. You know, like taking some blood out, dude. I was low-key freaking out a little bit, can't lie. You know, like I've never really got my blood taken before. Dude, nah, it's not bad at all, bro. It's just the atmosphere just seems bad, but let's say like you don't even feel it, bro. It just feels like literally just go like that. That's what it feels like. It's just nerve-wracking, that's all. But what freaked me out was like after she got done taking the thing, because I had to squeeze, because she was like, hey, can you squeeze? Because I'm not getting any blood here. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like squeezing, it just felt all wrong and everything. But yeah, she had to like shove it in my face to show if that was my credential. Yeah, by the way, you do that a lot. They're gonna take whatever your blood pressure, your eyes, your blood. They're like, is this you? Is that you? Is that yours? So I'd recommend you recognize your social security. and just your name, obviously, but like really your social security, just the last 4 digits. Because like they were like, "Is this you? Is this you?" With the blood on my face, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's me, man, that's me." I was like, "Get that away from me, bro." And then after that, we do the piss test. You have to piss in front of somebody. You know, they separated by like who had to piss, bro. I had to piss, bro. I drank a Baja Blast the night before, dude. Bro, dude, I had to piss bad. I was like waiting, bro. I was about to explode for real. So I went, and after they give us the blood, they give us dum-dums. And dude, I swear, dude, the soldiers, commanders, doctors, whatever, dude, they were trying to be, dude, because they were trying to say jokes, and they were so funny, but we couldn't laugh because then they would just get on us, bro. One of the guys he was like, last thing you want to do, pulling your dicks out in front of other men, is be sucking on a dum-dum. Bro, we all broke out. He was like, oh, y'all think it's funny? Y'all think it's funny? And we're like, oh, my bad, bro. That's why they try to be funny, bro. I mean, because they are, but frick, dude. But, and yeah, you piss in front of a cup. He tells you, you know what I mean? I was pissing, and he was like, hey, man, not too much, not too much. And I was like, bro, like, what you looking at me for? But, yeah, piss in front of the cup. You have to close it, hold it. You can't wash your hands, and you gotta wait until you go into, like, the little desk where the nurses are. Then you gotta, like, pour it in yourself, and, like, they close it, staple it with, like, whatever thing. They mark off, whatever. And you're like, is this you? Is it leaked? Is it cracked? You know, just in case, like, they try to, like, they're just trying to make sure, like, you know, like, if something happens, you get tested positive that this is yours, and, like, there's nothing wrong with the cup, stuff like that. And, dude, another joke, there was this kid, or there's this guy who looked like Draco Malfoy. He was, like, 5 foot, blonde hair, long blonde hair, slick back. And this commander or whatever, he was like, I didn't know this was Harry Potter. Who let Draco Malfoy in here? He's gonna join the Marines today? Draco Malfoy's joining the Marines? Bro, we broke out laughing, and he was like, oh, y'all think it's funny? Y'all think it's real funny? And we're like, oh, dude, like, bro was like edging us for real. And then after that, we do height and weight. I was overweight, and so after that, I had to go into another room to go get measured. And, you know, in BMI terms, I'm overweight, but, or not BMI, like, just overall my weight and my height, I'm overweight. But, like, if you measure me, my neck's thick, you know, my waist is more in, so, like, I'm fit, but on paper I'm overweight. So I was able to get cleared off of that too. Wasn't too worried about that. I knew I was fit. And then after that, we went to I think, because what was the last thing we did? Hold on, let me think about it real quick. Oh, that's right. Then you go see the doctor. That's where you gotta do the Doug walk. This is where you gotta spread your cheeks. This is where you gotta, you know what I mean? If you have foreskin, pull back your foreskin. Like, bro, check your balls, grab your balls, bro. All that, bro. Dude, this is where I especially say make some friends, bro. Cause, dude, I was there waiting to see the doctor for 3 hours. This one guy went. By the way, if y'all are nervous, if you know you have some things that might disqualify you, like a broken arm when you were 9, or like you have some metal rods, bro, don't even worry. There was this guy who got in a bad accident, who got cut to the bone in his forearm, cut to the bone, who had metal rods in his knees. He shattered his knees, shattered his hips, shattered his ribs. He had a bad car accident, bro. But he had waivers. He qualified. Like, bro, because the reason I had to wait 3 hours is because they were doing all these tests for him and all that. And, like, dude, one of the main commander of the whole medical building, bro. Because there was 4 people in line, right? And I was the first one. Or the second one, I guess, because he went first, the shattered guy. And, bro, he was picking everybody, like, from last to first. Dude, I was the last one, bro. And, dude, I was there for 3 hours, bro. I was like, I couldn't go to sleep either, bro. Like, I couldn't sit in my chair, relax, go to sleep, put my head back. No, because the commander was like, hey, get up. And I was like, oh, bro, like, you're joking. And then after that, I went to go see the doctor and did all that. Only thing I had was, like, fractured ankle when I was, like, in junior high. But I went to go play football in high school all 4 years. So, you know, there's that. Then there's my dyslexia. She said, oh, because I graduated my associates in high school, and I'm also a medical assistant, and what else? Graduated top 10 in my class, scored 70 on the ASVAB. Like, I can't be that dyslexic, bro. I really can't. And but yeah, that mine was quick. Mine was like 30 minutes. They just asked a bunch of questions, and if you have tickets and they're paid off, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Parking ticket, speeding ticket. As long as it's not a felony, bro, and you had to go to court. I mean, obviously you go to court for regular ticket, but like if you had to go to court and you're like, oh, well, I'm convicting you with this and that, like, you'll be fine, bro. Don't worry about that speeding ticket for real. They don't care. And I was flat-footed. She was just like helping me medically, not like she wasn't disqualifying me. She was just saying like from a medical standpoint, just take care of your feet, you know, and like just take care of your hearing. Like not that I'm disqualifying you or anything, just take care of it in general, like, you know, from a doctor's point of view. And yeah, after all that, then you go to lunch, or you don't go to lunch. You kind of just wait. You go to your army or your whatever branch you're going to. You go to that branch's office, talk to them, whatever. They tell you to go to lunch. For me, it was a little nerve-wracking because the job I wanted wasn't on there. I wanted to be a 68 whiskey, which is like a combat medic, and they had no jobs available. And I was talking to the commander of the army branch, if that makes sense. There's a lot of command. I don't know, man. I'm confused too, bro. But he was the commander of that office in that room, so, of the army. So I went to talk to him. I was like, hey, man, I really want this job. And he was looking over my sheets, and he was like, I'll see what I can do. I'll call up the Rock right now, which is like where you get their, like, I guess where you like pull jobs from, I guess. And he told me just go to lunch, and he'll let me know if he has a job for me. So I went to lunch, went to go talk to a couple of my battle buddies and eat lunch. Low-key lunch was buns too, bro. It was a freaking ham sandwich with cheese. I mean, it's light, you know. I was just hungry, you know, from the night before. I was just low-key hungry. But yeah, after I ate lunch, he said just head back to him after I ate. I was too nervous to eat, bro, to be honest. I was like, oh, I really hope I get this job, bro, because I was really set on getting that job. Like, I'm like, God, please help me, bro. If this is a sign right here, bro. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And yeah, I went to go back to the office. Was like, hey, is Commander Oscar here? And he was like, oh, he's over there. And he was like, all right, Jacob, I got some news. And I was like, tell me it's good news, Commander. He was like, I was able to get you the job. And I was like, oh, dude. I was like, oh, dude, you got me there, bro. You had me worrying. And yeah, I was able to get the job, sign the contract, did all that. No bonus, because it was a common job. You only get bonuses if, like, it's a less common, like, people who do the toilets. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody want to do the toilet, so they pay more people to get bonuses like that. And I signed in and all that. And then I had to wait. This is where I say make some friends, Brody. Because they had a gaming room with, like, Hot Pockets, freaking popcorn, chocolate. Like, bro, they had, like, it was set. Only problem was, it was like 85 degrees in there, bro. I don't know if it was all the balls that were hanging out, bro. You know, I mean, all the guys, bro. Like, but it was hot as balls. And all, you know, it's because there's 10 consoles in there, bro. That's my bad. That's why I was freaking hot as balls in there. But yeah, just talking to my friends, you know, we were all nerve-wracking. And one of my friends, too, he was, he had, like, some acne or, like, I don't know if it was, like, eczema, like, literally the day before going to MEPS, and he was panicking, bro. He was like, dude, this never happens to me before. I don't know what this is, because he was, like, red. Like, it looked like acne. It was bad. And I was like, damn, bro, like, I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah, he was able to get cleared off of that. So, like, if you have stuff like that, man, don't worry. You know, like, you really don't have to worry. Like, if people say, like, oh, they're going to be questioning you, like, oh, did you do this in 2009, whatever. Just, like, don't even worry. Like, you stub your toe, you slit your toe open. As long as, hey, do not say you're depressed, you wanted to kill yourself. If you had stuff like that in the past that was documented, bro, you might be a little cooked. You'd be alright, you know, but, like, do not, you know what I mean? Deny, bro. You did not do it. Unless proven guilty, bro. You did not do it. as long as you're not a felony and they find stuff that's like freaking like you try to kill yourself, you overdose in like 2014, you know what I mean? Like just relax a little bit off of that. Other than that, bro, do not worry about those questions, bro. Really, it's not. They don't really care. As long as you're healthy enough, you'll be alright. And then yeah, I was chilling because we're waiting to get the oath, like to say the oath and all that, like to declare in and all that. And yeah, waited those 3 hours playing games. I ended up like playing games for like an hour. The other 2 hours, dude, I was just laying there taking a nap for real, bro. Me and my battle buddy were like, nah, bro, like we're slumped. Cause mind you, we had to wake up. I woke up at 3 a.m. We left by 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. Did not get done till like 4 o'clock, bro. Dude, it was all day. We were projected to be done like at 1 o'clock or 12 or 2. Ended up not getting done till like freaking 4 o'clock. We swore in, did the oath, like we'll protect our country, all that, the foreign and domestic stuff like that. We had to like, dang, what we had to do? We had to like stand like this, like open, and attention, and go like that. You know what I mean? Something like that. And they recorded us. We were able to see it on Facebook. It's pretty dope. I liked it. You could take some pictures too. I think I'm gonna put that as the pictures on the thing. I'll make that the title picture or whatever. But yeah, dude, MEPS is not that bad at all, dude. It's an experience. I'm telling you that it's a one-time thing you're gonna do in your life, and you know what I mean. It's something. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it, but like you know what I mean. Like it's an experience. You're not gonna forget it, bro. I know for sure I'm not gonna forget it, bro. It was like one of the most funniest, nerve-wracking, weirdest, like, you know what I mean? Had my balls touched, had my booty hole spread open. They had to look at that. I was laughing so hard. I was nervous if I was gonna get the job. You know, it's a all in one, bro. You're gonna experience it all, bro. Trust me, you're gonna experience it all. But after that, did that, oathed in, called my recruiter, had to sign out, did all that. Felt good, felt confident, and then just went home. And then yeah, I get shipped off May 26, 2026. May 26, 2026. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. If y'all have anything else, man, like, subscribe, you know what I mean? If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them as soon as I can, bro, you know what I mean? I'm always on my phone, so don't worry about it. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching, and see y'all next time.